Hello friends, myself Siddharth Chauhan. Welcome to Easy Medchem. Today's our lecture topic is a study about the origin of the cranial nerves through the brainstem. In the previous part of the video, we had covered about the origin of the cranial nerves through the brainstem from the lateral aspect. We already had studied about this origin of the cranial nerves through the brainstem. Today we will be covering from the anterior side or the anterior aspect. If this is the brainstem from the anterior aspect, this portion of the brainstem is the midbrain, this is the pons feruli, and this is the medulla oblongata. From the midbrain, the two cranial nerves, which are the third and the fourth cranial nerves, are arising from here. The third cranial nerve is arising from the anterior lateral side of the midbrain. This portion of the midbrain is the anterior lateral side. The nuclei of the third cranial nerve is present at the level of inferior colliculi. This portion is the superior colliculi and this portion is the inferior colliculi. The nuclei of the third cranial nerve is present at the level of inferior colliculi, at the level of superior colliculi. The third cranial nerve nuclei is present at the level of superior colliculi, and the fourth cranial nerve nuclei are present at the level of inferior colliculi. So the third cranial nerve get their origin from the anterior lateral side of the midbrain, and the fourth cranial nerve will get their origin from the posterior aspect of the midbrain and will run in the forward direction. So in the midbrain, the two cranial nerves, which are the third and the fourth cranial nerve, get their origin. In the pons feruli level, this portion of the brainstem is the pons feruli. At the pons feruli level, from the anterior lateral side, the trigeminal nerve, which is the fifth cranial nerve, will get their origin. They are having the three parts, which are the ophthalmic part, maxillary part, and the mandibular part. They are having the three parts, that's why they are called trigeminal nerve. The trigeminal nerve, which is the dentist nerve, so we have to keep it in our mind that the trigeminal nerve is also called the dentist nerve. Trigeminal nerve is also called as a dentist nerve. Okay, the trigeminal nerve is also called as a dentist nerve. The trigeminal nerve will get their origin from the anterior lateral side of the pons feruli. This portion is the pons feruli, and the nuclei of the trigeminal nerve is present in the full brainstem. So we have to keep it in our mind that the nuclei of the trigeminal nerve, nuclei of fifth cranial nerve, is present in the full brainstem. Okay, in the full brainstem the nuclei is present here. In the full brainstem the nuclei of the trigeminal nerve or the fifth cranial nerve is present. This portion, this region is called as the pontomedullary junction. This region is called as the pontomedullary junction or the inferior pontine region. Okay, this portion is called as an inferior pontine region or the pontomedullary junction. Inferior pontine region or the pontomedullary junction. In the median side of the pontomedullary junction, from the anterior aspect, the sixth cranial nerve will get their origin in the median side, and to the lateral of the sixth cranial nerve, the seventh cranial nerve will get their origin from the anterior aspect, and much more lateral to the seventh cranial nerve, the eighth cranial nerve will get their origin from the anterior aspect. So at the level of pontomedullary junction or the inferior pontine region, the three cranial nerve will get their origin. From the median side, the sixth cranial nerve, lateral to the sixth cranial nerve, the seventh cranial nerve, and much more lateral to the seventh cranial nerve, the eighth cranial nerve will get their origin at the anterior aspect of the brainstem, at the inferior pontine or the pontomedullary junction. So These are the three cranial nerves which will get their origin from here. And much more lateral to this, the 9th, 10th and the 11th cranial nerve will get their origin. The 10th is the vagus nerve, 11th is an accessory nerve, will get their origin. And at the junction of the olive and the pyramid, the 12th cranial nerve, which is an hypoglossal nerve, which will get their origin. Okay, so this is the origin of the cranial nerve through the brainstem from the anterior aspect. So that's all for this part of the video. We'll be covering individual cranial nerves in the next part of the videos. So do like, share and subscribe my channel and press bell icon for more notification, and do comments also. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe Easy Medchem and press bell icon for more notification.